Okay, I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see that I'm actually live. And I'm just gonna test my mic. Stream to catch up so I can. Alright, looks like everything's good. So I'm live. Good. Alright, I gotta minimize that. I'm trying something different. I got the game like windowed but full screen, which will make it easier to play because I'm using Restream to see the chat, so I don't have to have the window like. But I might have to change Restream settings. I got kind of annoyed with the click through it because I'd always forget to hold the hotkey to interact with it. So, but if it gets, I mean, I guess I don't really have to click it very much in this game. You're not at all in this game. So, but for other games or whatever, I might have to mess with the settings since I'm new to using Restream. But because nobody ever watches my streams like ever, the rare occasion that somebody comments, I don't notice them because I'm not paying attention to the chat. Even when I have my dashboard off to the side, I just don't see the chat because I'm not expecting anybody to be there. So using Restream, I have it set up to make a noise, so I know to look over there. Unfortunately, the noise I wanted to use is the same noise my phone makes when I get a text message. Because that was the only name I could think of feeling comfortable and appropriate and whatever. So I went and found that, and that's gonna be my. So I might like think somebody's. So my phone might text me, and I don't even know. It's like or whatever. So whether it came from my phone or came from Restream, I'll have to. If that gets to be a problem, I can change it on my phone because it's such a good noise to use for Restream. Anyway, I'm gonna wait a few minutes in case people do show up before I tell you the good news, and I'll probably repeat this part later. But the stream title is a pun because I'm celebrating good news, and so I plan on having a beer and pizza party tonight. Like in a couple of hours, the pizza's gonna be here, and then I'm gonna start getting drunk, and I may be getting drunk while I'm playing this. I may stop and get a beer or whatever. But so the bros is because I'm playing Broforce, and there's bros in this game. But no, I think we've already established. Oops. I think we've already established that I don't have any friends. Let's see. So, no, it's not. So, beer and pizza with the bros is because I'm playing Broforce, but no, I don't have anybody to play anything with.
3, 2, 1, go!
I gotta remember the buttons. Because this game is like, I don't play it with a controller, I don't. Is this the one I'm on? Okay, so when you've done them, they won't be a thing anymore, so I'll go here. So, I gotta do something. Okay, sometimes when I play back my streams, my mic is a bit loud. And I used to go in and fix that, like, in post-production when I did videos. So I don't know how to do that. Okay, is that a bit better? Because sometimes it feels like on the thing, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's that loud on the little like output thingy in my software, but it sounds overdriven. So let me know if the game sounds or the mic sounds are an issue. Now that I'm going to be doing more live streaming, I'm going to have to work on it. And I apologize for like the lack of content and everything. I've just been going through some shit, and it's been a roller coaster. It's been rough and it's been amazing. It's just hard to explain, but also it's the fact that I kind of, well, I suck at life in general, but I kind of like was just getting slightly competent with YouTube, and now that I'm switching to Twitch, I don't know how to be live. At least when I could edit my videos, I could like make myself seem a tiny bit less awkward. Because I'm not the kind of person that can be awkward but make it still enjoyable and fun to watch. I'm just the kind of person that's like awkward in a bad way. So like, I haven't found like my thing yet, my hook, what my online personality that makes me worth watching. I haven't like figured that part out yet. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm a weasel demon. I'm a demonic leader of an army of weasel demons. But besides that, like, I don't really have an online personality. So it's just gonna take me time to get into the swing of things. Oh, I hate this guy because he doesn't have any ammo, or maybe I just don't know how to do it right. Yeah. Oh, and in case you haven't figured out yet, I totally suck at this game, so anytime I'm playing Broforce, it's just gonna be like an hour of death looping. Yeah. I'm trying to free the guy by lighting him on fire with a flamethrower. That's, like, great. At least I'm unlocking more bros.
Mission failed. Grow harder.
I'm just gonna try and cheese the level if I can. No. Sometimes it's easier to just, like, skip the level. Sometimes you can do it. Not quite. Oh, I keep forgetting to unlock that first guy. Okay, so I can cheese it up until that first, like, big dude, and then I have to start fighting. Yeah, like, this right here, like, where there's... Yeah, maybe I should just stop button mashing and actually, like, remember how to fire. Okay. Okay, because one fires and one does your special, and I always forget. Okay, so, oh. Okay, I had my fingers on Shift and Z instead of Z and X. Yeah, I'm keyboarding this, so that's like 50% of why I suck at it. Yeah, I didn't, like, most gamers grew up as a kid on like consoles and stuff and arcade games. I'm not that kind of gamer. I'm relatively new to gaming. I've never even held a gaming controller in my life. Like, ever. Never owned a console. As Kit would say, sword and board.
Mission failed. Row harder. Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I didn't even know that was an ammo crate. Cool. Wasn't even paying attention. Ooh, I can chainsaw people? Oh, sweet! I can chainsaw people! I'm still going to explode into giblets, but at least I can... At least I can... I'm so bad at this game. I hope this doesn't get boring. I hope constant death looping, because I am like so bad at this game, doesn't like get boring. And if you got a suggestion for any other game you'd rather that I play, like, plus I need like ideas for more games to play. Like, I've gotten to a point where my modded Minecraft FTB Beyond, like, I'm kind of running out of things to do with that, because I gotta like figure out what direction I'm gonna do as far as what I'm gonna either build something or start, you know, exploring another mod or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And then with Subnautica, I explored the Aurora, but I didn't find the moon pool, and I didn't find modification station, so I really can't like do much with that. And I've kind of gotten to the place where it's like, other than advancing the storyline or, you know, going deeper than I've ever gone before, I really don't know like how to explore it. I've kind of like, do you just want to see me build a base? I've played the game so many times that like that's gotta be boring or something. I kind of feel like I need to start a new game, or like, but okay, I'm broke, so first of all, whatever game I play has to be free. I mean, like, I recently spent some money on like bits on Twitch and subscribing to some people, and then like everything went to hell, and I felt so bad because it turns out that wasn't really my money. Like, I had permission to do it, but it's like somebody lends you some money, and then they like, for instance, let's say they lost their job or like their house blew up or something the day after they lent you money that they knew you would never be able to pay back. And then you're like, oh my god, I feel like a piece of shit. You know? Like... Like, my mom bought me this gaming PC as a birthday present. And, then, after that, like, and it was super expensive, and I was, like, in awe because I never thought I'd ever own something like this, and it was, like, this amazing thing. And then, like, right after, her hours got cut at work, and, like, now we're, like, have to save every single penny, like, we're scrimping and stuff, and it's, like, I just feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, you want to sell my PC so that, like, you can afford to, like, pay rent? I just, I feel so guilty. But, so, anyway, so my point is, My point is, any game would have to be free, and it would have to be something not very, like, complicated. You know, something that a noob can easily learn. Like this game here, it's super hard, but, like, it's simple to play. Like, it's not hard to learn how to play it, it's easy controls, it's an easy concept. Even if the game itself is bad. So it's like, you know, like, I kind of want to get into, like, real games, and I know that sounds like a very, like, judgy, you know, toxic side of the community thing to say, but you know what I'm describing, like, you know, like, games that are like a PC version of something that's on a console, like, popular, modern, real games that I see other people play. Like, I need something that's, like, popular to play, that's gonna be my, you know, ticket to establishing myself. Like, everybody finds that one game that explodes, and then it gives them a little bit of a boost. You know, I need that for my channel. I'm just at a point where it's like, where am I taking this? Should I just give up? Am I trying to be somebody I'm not? You know? I need, like, suggestions on what to do. And, if you are commenting and I'm not responding, I'm sorry. Because I can't see my dashboard, so if Restream is malfunctioning and I'm not seeing comments, I apologize. Actually, I should check that. And I think we might go back and play some of the easier levels, because I'm tired of death looping. I haven't played this in a while, and I'm just out of practice. Okay, give me a second to just... Okay, there's no comments. And I'm just gonna do a test comment. Okay, so... And it won't fart because I commented. I actually had to make an alternate account for Twitch so that I could test to see if the farts would actually work. Oh, sorry. I call them farts because I've been watching too much Rivethead. I've been watching his streams, so I call them farts. It's not a fart sound. It's like a bottle cap, like beer bottle cap like noise. Like, if you have a Samsung phone, it's titled opener. It's like a text alert thing, so it makes like a bottle cap noise. So, but oh, that's how the chainsaw works. You turn it on and then it just chainsaws. You don't have to hold it. That's cool. Okay. No, I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay, let's actually stop babbling and actually pay attention to the game. Now what? Oh, there was ground there. I didn't know that, but it didn't matter because I bounced off it and died anyway. Okay, this is the last one, and then I'll go back and play some easier levels. Yeah, alright. Let's... Let's see. Oh, can you even go back and play an easier level? Will it even let you go back to one? I plan on streaming for quite a while. Like, I have plans later, so I might not be able to stream too long. But I don't know if those plans are going to be a thing. They might not be a thing, so then I might be able to stay longer. But it looks like it won't let you go backwards and just play other levels. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I've kind of at a stopping point with this game, and I haven't played it for a while, so I'd really like to just kind of start over. I am going to go... let's see... I love that. I am going to... Let's see. Continue campaign, start a new campaign. I'll save the other one in case I decide to go back to it. Normal, hard. Do they have, like... Where's, like, wimpy crybaby mode? Oh, they don't have a noob setting. That sucks. I want to play it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so... Where am I even going? I'm lost. Okay. Oh, okay, it's telling me to go. It's telling me to go this way. And this way? Like, I don't get it. Where's the thing? There's no... Okay, is it here? There's no helipads. Okay, so that looks conquered. Like, it's not... Like, where am I going? I don't get it. There's nothing here. Okay, there it is. How did it start me at the other end of the... Where's level 1? Okay. Okay, there it is. Why did it start me on the opposite side of the globe? Oh, it didn't start me on the opposite side of the globe. I just went the wrong way because I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, why is nothing working? Okay. Alright. That was weird. It was extra sensitive. I have no clue. You know what? It might be a little early, but I really want a beer. I've been looking forward to it all week. Yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, that's right, I don't have a mouse in this game. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, part of my good news. Oops. Come on. Part of my good news is that I got the midline out. I'm no longer on the antibiotics. They put me on oral antibiotics to finish it up because I still kind of needed them. But the problem with the way where the line was in my arm made it really hard to shower, and I have to keep the infection clean if it's gonna heal. So the pick line was doing more harm than good at this point. I mean, not pick line; it was a midline this time. So I got that out, so I was able to finally shower for the first time in 2 months. Oh. Okay, so if I go up here... Yeah, I hate this because I have no ammo with this guy, but hopefully that will work. Oh, I killed Satan and he didn't have time for the chopper to show up. That sucks. Oh, but I didn't, like, die. Okay, that time I died. I was so close. Hold on a sec. Like, I only type it in the chat every time. Oh, wait, I'm being stupid. I was gonna say I type it in the chat so that, if somebody shows up, they don't think the stream is, like, frozen or whatever, because I don't have a BRB screen yet. But I just realized that's really stupid to do that, because when someone new shows up, after they watch the ad, they don't get to see the chat that's already happened. This chat, unlike YouTube, the chat resets itself every time you, like, refresh the page or show up. You don't, which I really think that's annoying. I wish chat was, like, permanent. But, so, typing in the chat to let people know if they come in, like I would in YouTube, that doesn't work on Twitch. I'm being an idiot. So, what else is new? Alright, so, how do I read? Oh, that's the problem. I have to, now it will work. Oh, I forgot. I hit the wrong one. I hate it when I get... Because sometimes when you get stuck in that targety thing, you can't get out of it. Oh, crap. Yeah, I restarted, so now I'm on the super easy levels, and I still suck. Okay, that's not gonna work. At least I got somebody with some ammo, if I could push the right frickin' buttons. Oh, great. Now how am I gonna get up there? Okay. Okay. Isn't the chopper supposed to show up, or do I have more to do? Oh, maybe because I threw the bomb instead of actually... Yeah, that's the problem. Now, if I die at this point, I'm gonna be pissed. I need to get to the flag. I killed Satan, but I didn't get to the flag to end the level. I forgot about that part.
Let's go!
Oops! I just think it's so funny. It's just like, well... push the right buttons.
Ronan the Barbarian!
Oh, this game is so corny. I love it. I love it so much. What the hell am I doing? Since I already blew up the cage, I might as well take the time to save this guy. If I push the right buttons. I almost jumped off that. There we go. Whoa, that's trippy. Oh, I restarted it so I would stop dead looping, and I still suck. I hope my incompetence entertains you. I saved him by chainsawing him in the liver. Sure, that works. I'm sure this game is like better when you have more people to play it with. But I think we've already established I have no friends. Oh, I'm supposed to kill him, not save him like he's another bro. And again, Satan is my bro. I don't want to kill him. I can't kill Satan. He owes me money. Oh, fire. Pressing enter instead of fire, like it's the main menu. Ah, shoot! No, I didn't mean to do that. Well, hey, I guess it worked out good in the end. Let's see if I... Oh, crap, it's this guy. Here, I have a turkey dinner. Yeah, I never got that before, but it's like MacGyver, so he climbs the wall with bubble gum. Because, like, the joke is that he could fix anything with a paperclip and some chewing gum. Ah, Satan didn't fall for the turkey! Wait a minute! Okay, you didn't have to kill Satan! Okay, the first... In the previous level... Like, 2 levels ago, I killed Satan, and then the chopper didn't show up and I was all confused because I had to raise the flag. This level, I raised the flag and Satan's still alive, but I apparently won! Oh, come on. Keep pressing all the wrong buttons. I've had so much coffee today, I am like coffee drunk, so I'm all like loopy and spacey, but because like I said, with the midline out, I was finally able to take a really good shower and I feel so good to be clean. But, because of that, it took me a bit to get to calm down and get to sleep last night, but I did eventually, and I slept so good. So, between being clean for once, and getting a good night's sleep for the first time in like 3 days. I feel amazing. And my other good news, okay, so on Wednesday, I was out doing stuff because I had an appointment, but it was also my shot day, so we stopped home so I could do my shot, and I realized the one more dose that I thought I had, I didn't have. So I went to do my shot and I was out of tea, and I freaked out because, as you know, it's been a roller coaster with that. And so I called this social worker guy from my insurance that's been helping me with everything and told him, because I called CVS, which is a different pharmacy that we're starting to use, to see if they had the kind that was covered. And they're like, no, we don't have the prescription yet. So I call the social worker guy that's helping me, and yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make that. I guess you could shoot those. I guess maybe if you shoot those, you can set them off. Oh, great. I didn't blow up the ammo. Okay. Maybe if I stand here and I shoot through this hill. Ah! Wrong button! Well, that sort of helps. If I do this, then I can... No, that didn't... I was gonna say I can set them off. So, then we go to the other pharmacy just to pay out of pocket again. Just so I'll have enough to not have to miss a week. And they, are like, oh, we don't have it. We'd have to order it. Come back tomorrow. And I'm like, ah, crap, my shot's gonna be a day late. That really sucks. But then, later that day, CVS calls saying that my prescription is ready for pickup. So they finally got the prescription to CVS. And I go to CVS, and it's covered. It's frickin' covered. Now, and they have a lot of it. Their distributor does not have the same shortage as whatever distributor... Oh, you can't do it that way. Yeah, it works. Okay, move the... Oh, I wasn't supposed to go this way? After all of that? So I'm like, move the camera. Oh, shit. Oh, God. After all of that. Oh, you're supposed to go down. I'm assuming those spikes are death. Yeah, they're death. I knew it. So anyway, I gotta do something. This is bugging me. Let's see if I... Hold on a sec. There we go. I just wanted to clear out the reminder of my own stupidity that was there. My whole... I need to tell people I'll be right back. I mean, I guess they'll see the BRB on Restream, but the whole idea of that on Twitch, which doesn't really work. Okay, now I feel double stupid because I'm like, oh, I have this idea that I'll do that instead of a BRB stream, so they'll know that I'm like not like frozen or something. But then I realized that, okay, I did click back into the window, that using Restream, I could use it as a temporary BRB screen. There we go. So I picked up my. So it was later in the day. I usually take it sometime in the afternoon, and it was like 5 o'clock at night by the time I got it. But I got to do my tee shot on the correct day for once, and now I have a reliable way to get tea every month. Because before it was like not even, you know, even if I was willing to pay out of pocket, which I am, but I literally don't have the money. Like I can't panhandle for loose change. The pharmacy isn't going to take food stamps. When I say, oh, I went the wrong way again. When I say I don't have it, it's worth it. $30? Hell, I'd pay $300. It's something I desperately need, and it's so fucking worth it. But I can't if I don't have it. You know. So yeah. It's like, what am I gonna do? Hey, Mom, I know I'm a 30-year-old loser that's still living at home without a job, but can you pay for my gender transition? Like, yeah. And people wonder why I spent a good chunk of my life suicidal, you know? Seriously. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, not only would she not take that too nicely, but I wouldn't take it too nicely. I'd never ask, because I'd feel like such a shitty person. But anyway, the point is, it's just such a relief. I can finally stop acting so pathetic and bitching about personal shit that nobody cares about. Like I'm some sort of attention seeker. Like, that's really not who I am. But when something is on your mind like that, it's hard. Knew there had to be a way to get down here. Okay, now I at least know which way to go. But you get what I'm saying. Oh, you can shoot those. They just take a lot to shoot. But you get what I'm saying, like, when something like that is on your mind and you're worrying and worrying and worrying, it's like, it just makes it so hard to think about anything else. And I'm just so relieved. The stress is finally over. I'm finally not, like, sick. I'm finally, like, not dying for once. And, I have all this other shit figured out so that I can just enjoy what's supposed to be a very good part of my life. I mean, sure, it sucks that I have to go through it at all, but if it's going to help correct the situation, then, you know, then it's worth it. I'm just gonna try and cheese that part by digging like above them or something. Yeah, okay, can I, like, go this way? Yeah, but there's no real way to dig, like, down. Unless maybe I could... Yeah, I'm gonna run out of ammo if I keep doing this. Like, I need to get, like, here. Like... No, I guess I gotta fight them. There's no way to dig at the right angle to get into the other chamber. Wish I could just, like, aim down a bit more and, like... You can't shoot while you're holding on.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1.
Maybe I should just go back to the main campaign and not be doing this, like, side thing. Oh yeah, this way. So, I'm just so happy. So happy. So relieved. So content. I mean, it's just, like, when I got out of the hospital, I'm just gonna get some beer. Oh, it's so good. Like, when I got out of the hospital, it left me a little bit depressed. I mean, I was starting a new bipolar medication, so that could have been part of the problem, and I was going through hormone issues because I couldn't reliably get my tea on time and stuff, and it was just like, but I don't know, something about the hospital stay and the potential death sentence if I do try to get the lipoma removed and all of that, it just put me in a dark place, and I kind of just gave up. But I think a lot of it was because when I was in the hospital, I couldn't take my usual supplements, and so not taking my greens powder, like, that stuff is a lifesaver. If you have any psychological issues, any depression, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, you don't need pills, just, you know, meditate and get some sunlight. But I will suggest get a superfood supplement, some sort of green powdered something. If you can get those powdered green supplements, it's a lifesaver. Something about the superfoods and the nutrition and the vitamins that you can get in those really do help. But the whole time I was in the hospital, I didn't have that, so and stuff. So I kind of just, I don't know, I was left in such a funk and I was lost. I was really in a dark place for quite a while, and then, like, I know it's not exactly healthy, but, like, I couldn't even drink to cope because I was on the IV antibiotics and they react with alcohol and stuff. But the ones I'm on now, the oral ones, which I have been kind of forgetting to take. I don't think I took my morning dose, but I don't think I really need them as much anymore. But the IV ones, it's actually, since I forgot to take my morning dose and I have them right here, I should take one now. And then I can take one before bed, and that'll be close enough. It's just, they say on them, like, don't take with certain vitamins, like, or minerals or something, so I can't take them with my morning pills. When I take my vitamins, I have to wait, like, an hour after, and then I always forget. or like it says 2 hours after taking magnesium or something like that. So, yeah. But I take magnesium in my morning pills because that helps with like brain function and stuff, which is good because depression can kind of make you like get really stupid and like mind fog, like your brain and your nervous system just kind of feels like it's shutting down. So, plus magnesium is on the whole list of like, you know, natural transition vitamins you should get and stuff. And I started that stuff when I was pre-T, but I figured I'm on T now, but if that stuff can still help me, I might as well. Yeah, and I take grapeseed, which it helps with the depression. Like, it helps with the swelling in my legs and shit. But it also it's like an estrogen blocker, so it's like a good thing for like natural transition or what I like. If you have extra T in your system, it stops it from converting to estrogen or whatever. So it's like that stuff's good. I was actually noticing some changes just from taking that when I was still pre-T, so that was like helpful. Oh, good. That might help me out a bit. Now I just have to get past this big dude. Finally, I got a chance. Oh, I can push the boulder and use it as like cover. That's cool. Aw, there's no bro there. I guess that's only if you die. Or you're like multiplayer and you die. Okay, let's go back. Alright, I'm gonna try this once, and then I'm gonna need to stop and have a bathroom break. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I stop and use the bathroom every, like, 5 minutes, but it's the meds I'm on. I'm on furosemide for the swelling in my legs. Fun fact, that's where the term peeing like a racehorse came from. Furosemide was used technically to, like, prevent heart problems in horses on racetracks, but it was also a cheaty way, because it's a diuretic, it was a cheaty way of making them weigh less, so they'd run faster, even though it was technically prescribed for, like, preventing heart issues or something in horses. But because it was a diuretic, it would cause the horses to pee. Like, so when you have a really strong, heavy, crazy stream and you have like an urgency to go, you know, that whole stuff came from the fact that it would make racehorses pee like crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a different level. I do have to go this way. I think. And so that's that. But I'm literally on that same drug. I take it for my blood pressure, but they increased my dose so that for the swelling in my legs. So when I say I have to pee like a racehorse, I mean it literally. But I just think that's so hilarious. So hilarious. Alright. Alright. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Just drinking some beer. Oh, they're just so enjoyable. I mean, I guess I used to say I don't drink that much. I guess I kind of do. It depends. Sometimes I'll go months without drinking, and other times I'll drink all the time. And then, like, when I'm depressed, I'll, like, unhealthy drink, and I'm just so grateful because I've boarded on the line, and I've been able to rein it in when necessary. But I know if I didn't, that could be a slippery slope. But, I mean, I'm not dealing with the depression anymore, so that's not as much of a problem. But, so I'm not like a big alcohol party type person, but when I'm in the mood, I do enjoy it. And there's just something. It's not even about the alcohol. There's just something about beer. It's like every now and then it's just like I really, really enjoy it. You know, and I know a lot of people just drink beer because it's alcohol and they're like, ew, this is gross. But I'm like one of those people that don't find bitter things gross. You know how a lot of people, oh, I love coffee, and then they put like a pound of sugar and like an entire jug of half and half in it, and it's like, add the coffee with an eyedropper, like, seriously, it's like, I drink my coffee black. I eat the coffee powder and wash it down with water. Like, that's, I mean, I do that just because I'm like a caffeine addict, and it's like, you know, and I just want to get the drug in me, and it's kind of pathetic. But I mean, like, I love black coffee. Like, strong, stale, bitter black coffee when other people are like, ew, this stuff's... Like, usually if most people are like, ew, that's gross, I know I'll like it. And I'm kind of the same way with alcohol. like, I really like beer, but then I also, I don't know, like people are like, oh, this is like smooth, and this is like, you know, goes down easy, and it's like, I like cheap alcohol because I like the burn. I want it to taste like alcohol. I like my dirt cheap vodka that has an aftertaste of nail polish remover. You know, I actually prefer that, and people think I'm weird. Like, it's like, you know, it's like, why would I pay more money for something that's so bland and tasteless? It's like, I want to feel it working. You know, if it's gonna dissolve my insides, I want to, like, feel it. I don't know. Just every now and then, it's just, when I'm in the right mood for it, I just, when it's actually a decent beer, you know. Oh, my dad used to drink Bud Light. And that's why when I was and it was kind of a good thing, because I never drank as a teenager, because I thought I hated beer. Because I had only ever tried a couple sips here and there that my parents would give me, and it was like, just god-awful, disgusting canned piss, but, like, that's just Bud Light. I got, like, Miller Lite here, because it's, like, still a cheap American beer, but at least it has some flavor. And I only drink light beer because I have, like, digestive issues if I drink, like, the heavier stuff. It's also lower in calories, and, you know, I'm already, like, so bad in that department. Oh, and people that can drink sweet, sugary alcohol. Like, I used to drink sugared alcohol when I was a kid. Or when I was, younger. Like, in my early 20s, when I was just discovering what I liked to drink, I would drink, I had this, my favorite mixed drink was called the Krusty Sewer. It was beer, Kahlua, and peppermint schnapps. And it was so good, and I loved it. But it's like, now, when I think about it, I just want to barf. It's like the worst. Any sugared alcohol, just, when you're drunk and you add sugar, like, even if I'm drunk, I can't eat candy. Or donuts or anything sugared when I'm drunk. Just the combination just does not settle in my system well. But then I can't drink anything sugared anyway. It makes me so sick. I can eat sugar. I can eat a lot of sugar, and I don't have a problem. I know diet soda is even worse for you, but I literally can't drink sugared soda because it just doesn't work with my system. I'm trying to give up my Diet Mountain Dew addiction because of, like, the brominated vegetable oil and shit. Like, maybe that's part of why I'm constantly swollen and having infections and shit, so I'm trying. But, like, it's nothing like cracking open an ice-cold can of Dew when you're, eating some, like, warm, greasy junk food. Some, like, deep-fried, cheese-covered stuff, and then washing it down with the citrus refreshment of Mountain Dew. It's, like, such a good combination. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm sorry about this line of conversation. If I'm just my random babbling about nonsense. If it's too much info or whatever, it's just I'm too hyper from the coffee to, like, not share too much about my life and stuff. I realized if I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna have to be me and talk the way I talk in real life and not guard myself if I'm gonna be live, where I can't edit, and I'm gonna be doing this often. I'm going to have to not be fake, because if you can't keep that up long term, you just can't. So that guy parachuted right into his death. Aw, poor doggy. All they wanted to do was eat me, and I had to go murderize them. Oh, you can stand on that and it doesn't blow up. Cool. Ah! Just because I don't push the right buttons. There we go. This game isn't hard if you just play it right. Well, I mean, it is hard anyway, but still, the point is that you can just, like, play it, like... I get so distracted, I'm not really paying attention. Oh. Sure! You want to make my job easy for me? I'll take that. I was so close. Well, at least I didn't die. At least I only died, but I didn't, like, die. Oh, God. I'm awful. I always told myself, okay, I'm a guy now, but I'll never be that guy. I'll never be that kind of guy. I'm so that kind of guy. If you really think about it, I always was. Like, whatever. I don't even care. At least I'm not an asshole.
3, 2, 1, go! Rest in peace. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
But then sometimes it's frustrating, like, I don't want to be a toxic asshole and, like, all, like, dude bro manliness to the point where it's, like, a bad thing. But then I don't want people to assume that just because I'm trans, I'm some sort of, you know, gender-bending advocate type, like, I'm not, like, I don't really identify as LGBT because I'm not, like, I'm just a guy, and it's like, you can express any way you want, you know, and stuff. You can bend your gender and be whatever the hell you are, and I don't have a place to judge, but, like, sometimes I just want to, like, step away from that. You know, it's not like, oh, I hate non-binary people. It's like, no, I don't want to be in a group of feminine trans men because it literally makes me dysphoric when I just want to hang out with, you know, manly men because it makes me feel good because I'm naturally masculine. And, like, that's not the same thing as hating feminine people or people who do whatever they want. It's like, sure, you can be a trans guy and like makeup and dresses, but I don't, so I might not necessarily hang out with you. Just like if we were two cis people, I wouldn't hang out with people I didn't like, you know? We got nothing in common, and I'm not interested in that. I'm not gonna be around it, but that doesn't mean I'm judging you. And if one more group of, like, confused teenagers tell me I'm acting too cis, like, what the fuck? You know? Your gender identity is not about these roles. It's not about superficial stuff. So some people that think it's superficial think that, think that they're a different gender than, they like don't really take it seriously. So they're like, yeah, I'm this gender, but like when really maybe they're still comfortable living in the body that they were given and the gender roles they were given. Like, I'm not saying you have to change anything about you to be trans, but I mean, seriously, like, if there's absolutely no dysphoria, like, not even social, if, like, you're perfectly comfortable living your life, then are you really trans? Like, and I'm not saying that in a bad, judgmental way. It's like, it's just kind of frustrating when and people that are like that are like these like fluffy, flaky people that don't seem to take the concept seriously, and then they're telling me I'm toxic just because I happen to be a masculine guy. Like, if you're comfortable, if you say everybody should be free to express themselves any way they want, then that includes everybody. Like, I'm like, it's only toxic masculinity if I'm telling somebody they're not a guy because that it's not manly to be the way they are. You can be whatever you want, guy, girl, anything in between. I don't care. It's none of my business. But you can't make me try to be something I'm not, because, like, how is that any different than forcing me to be a girl? And then when people, like, in real life, people just don't take me seriously. It's so frustrating. It's like, even if they say they take me seriously and get the pronouns right, they still talk to me. You could just, in the context of being a girl, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, your hair is nice. That's why I complimented you on it, but that doesn't mean I want to redeem a spa voucher to go to the same hairdresser you go to, because guess what? I'm a guy. Like, seriously, you know? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm complaining and whining and talking in circles yet again. Nope, that's one beer down. I get these, like, 1 pint, like, cans. They're relatively cheap. They're like those can bottle things, which is good because it has, like, a screw cover. Because sometimes, like, I get so drunk that I don't even pay attention to what I'm doing, and so I'm, like, opening my third beer after, like, downing a whole bunch of vodka, and then by the time I'm halfway through it, I'm like, oh, what the hell am I doing? So that I can save that half a beer for next time. All right, I got a text message, so hold on a second. I think that's correct. I'll just check my records real quick. Sorry, just talk typing in my phone. I gotta look something up. I have this standard pizza order. That I have, like, written down. And I just want to go get it out of, like, my note program. Paste it into the text. Let's see. Let's see. Bacon, meatball, salami, sausage, and extra cheese. And I'll probably eat the whole large pizza myself. Because I'm that pathetic. Okay. Back to blowing up shit.
Brothers! Make them pay! Go!
Pay? You mean they got money? I want money. Give me money. I wish they'd pay me. Allergies. You'd think they'd stop. Like, now that spring's over, but nope. Either that or I'm coming down with a cold. That's the last thing I need after finally getting better. Actually, maybe I'm not coming down with a cold. Maybe this constant sore throat I've been having lately is like my voice dropping. That would be awesome. So sick of feeling like a 30-year-old man with the voice of a 5-year-old girl. It's just, it sucks. It makes me feel like I'm still a little kid. Ah, shit! I was so close! Oh no! I missed the edge! I wanted to free that guy! Oh, crust. Ah, crusty crust. Oh, some people, like, think it's all, like, sweet and innocent that I use the word crust sometimes. But really, I started saying that, like, when I was a kid, before the internet ruined me and I started having, like, a foul mouth and swearing. But, like, I've just said it for so many years that, like, I don't even realize it's not an actual swear. So don't mistake that for, like, me trying not to swear and being, like, polite. 'Cause, like, nope. I mature content my channel for a reason. I mean, most of what I do is pretty tame. But, if I mature content it, then like, anti-LGBT groups can't be like, think of the kids. But also, just in case I do something that's not exactly pleasant, or play a game that's just in case I play a game that's not exactly, you know. I mean, even this, it's like cartoonish, but even this somebody could think is disturbing. You know, like, so, like, I don't know. Okay, let's see if I can make this jump. Ah, I'm not even gonna try to save that guy anymore. Oh, you can use the chainsaw to dig. That's neat. Ah, I pushed the wrong button. I wanted to dig through to get to that side instead of, because I always, like, try to go there and then I can't make that jump. So I thought if I dig through, then I can free this guy. I can do it that way. Ah, crap. Alright, I got another text message. I guess I can tell that it's coming from my phone and not restream, so that's gonna work out good. Just so you know, I'm live. I'll tell you when I'm done. Alright. Talk typing.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, the other day I'm like, okay mom, I'm not live anymore, we can do our plans, and then she's like, no, if you're not alive anymore, then you can't eat junk food and play board games with me. Right? Like, my mom is like, I mean, they call them dad jokes, but like my mom was always the one with like take things way too literally and just make the cringeworthy jokes.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I'm so sorry. My phone keeps beeping at me. Oh. I forgot to close the microphone part, and now my text message reads, I'm so sorry, my phone keeps beeping at me. It started typing what I was saying to you guys. Alright. I know. How unprofessional. I don't even silence my cell phone, and I call myself a streamer. Actually, I don't. I call myself a loser who's so lonely I yell at people on the internet for fun. That's me. Or talk to people on the internet for fun. I do this because what else am I gonna do in my life? At least it gives me something. Oh, no! Ah! I landed there and then I jumped back up instead of shooting! Oh, grr. Frickety, frickety, frick, frick, frick. Oh, that's making me nauseous! I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. Then again, I never did. Bees. Oh my god, I can't stop running. Oh, that was weird. I think my keys stuck for a bit. I couldn't stop running. Oh, come on. Mission failed. No one has ever described my life so accurately before.
Let's do this! Go! Bravos! 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 Never give up! Go! Bravos! 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 Rest in peace. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I play so much of this game because
Peace, come on, bros.
the commander dude, General what's his face, is like the only guy, the only person who ever calls me bro.
Bravos! Bravos!
Like, when you spend all day dealing with like
No!
medical phone calls and paperwork and shit like that, with like adult grown up real life shit, and like you're mammed and stuff, and then you come here and he's like,
Bravos! Bravos!
make them pay, bro, or whatever. I'm like, he called me bro, giggle. That's the simple little things in life that are the best sometimes.
Rest in peace. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, this is stupid. I gotta like either go to a different level or start over. I think maybe the combination of the coffee and the alcohol, like I'm not really focusing. I'm not really paying attention. So I am gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go get another beer and I'm gonna stretch a little bit and um yeah, go like turn the heat up or something. Just take a little break to center myself. I will be right back, and then I will try to stop talking about nonsense and actually pay attention to the game. And I apologize for blowing my nose in your ear. Ew, I just got a visual of that. Like, literally. Anyway, alright, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back now. Sorry, that took a bit longer than I expected. I took the last cold one, so I had to restock the fridge because it's only polite. Oh, this one's even better because it's like fresh. The other one I had opened a couple days ago when I was drinking and had saved it, and it wasn't because it's got like the screw cover, so I don't have to waste it. But this one's a little bit fizzier and fresher. Okay, enough goofing off. Let's get back to the mission. That was easy. And that's the same level I just spent a half an hour dying on, and then I just kind of like cheesed right through it. I don't know. I'm so confused. I guess maybe I wasn't really paying attention because I was talking about nonsense. Anyway. Okay, I'm pressing fire to continue. Did I accidentally tab out again? There we go. That's the thing. Just press all the buttons and eventually one will work. You start with Q and you end with M and you just press all the buttons on the keyboard and eventually you'll either blow yourself up or you'll find the button you're looking for. Just pick up the keyboard and pound it into your face. That's a good strategy. That's how I play.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Rest in peace. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, crap. I thought if I got there, then I could just jump up there.
Mission failed.
Ugh, I kept pressing the wrong button. Oh, I did better that time than all the others. Just watch my corpse bounce across the screen. Oh, love it. Now who's the bouncing corpse? Ah, no, don't! Okay, good. Good. Ah, no. Ah. Buttons. Pressing. Wrong. Ooh. Woo! Step back and wait for everything to blow up before you push forward. Yay! I achieved something. We unlocked a sparkly. Oh, wrong game. Yeah, I should play Serious Sam. I've been like wanting to play some of these classic Doom games that I had gotten on sale a while back, but I feel like because I haven't played all my, as I'm still playing Serious Sam and I haven't played all my any other Serious Sam games, but then I'm like I kind of got to the point where it's gotten kind of hard, and I'm just like I don't know. Did you see how far my head bounced? Oh, that was brilliant! I just... Oh, this is why I don't play with other people, because I'm not that cruel. I know better than to inflict my playstyle on them. I'm such a loser. Okay, if I gotta remember to like slow down and actually try instead of just like jumping into the level. Shit. Gun has too much recoil. I only have about another hour to do this, which is good because I've probably bored you people to tears. You people. Yeah, right. Like, I have viewers. My imaginary fans. I mean, I guess it's because I switched from YouTube to Twitch, and a lot of people don't follow you when you move platforms or whatever, but I don't know. I was never really big on YouTube anyway, but then it's the whole, I'm not popular enough to monetize my videos, so what's the point of sticking around? You know? Like, I mean, of course I'm not doing it for the money, but then also I got a personal beef against the company. I mean, the way that they censored LGBT and stuff, the way that they said that, like, people talking about trans issues isn't, family friendly. Like, I play violent video games. I mean, some, like, STEM, Speedrunners from Hell, or SEAM, however you pronounce that. Because it has hell in the title, that gets flagged. Okay, I get that. You know, stuff like that. But then, like, which also proves it's religiously motivated. But, like, I play a lot of violent, or not, I mean, some violent games. I've sworn, I've done, you know, dark crap that should probably not be family friendly. But that's all gotten past it. But my coming out video where I'm like, oh, should I start talking but my voice doesn't pass? Oh no, I'm trans, you know, that video not monetizable. I mean, I didn't monetize it just because principle of like everything I said in that was heartfelt and honest, and I didn't want it to seem like I was clickbaiting it for monetary gain. But it wasn't able to be monetized. I play a game and it's monetized. I play a game and I talk about my transition and it's not monetized. And I don't even have trans anything in the title. You know, because that was before I was doing like the FTM updates, which I'll do that once I get on a higher dose of tea and there's actually changes to report. But so it's like you're gonna censor me talking about my transition as if somehow my identity and existence as a trans person isn't family friendly, isn't polite stuff to be talking about. You know, censor LGBT shit, and then you allow an LGBT hate group to denounce the very concept of gender identity as an improved advertisement to force us to watch on it before we can watch a transgender podcast. There's an FTM podcast that I like to watch. The two are hilariously funny. I identify with them. They talk about trans issues, and I listen to the podcast, but you watch it on YouTube. But before, they can't monetize their podcast. They've talked about how the podcast can't get monetized because they talk about trans issues. But even though they can't monetize it, YouTube's "we force you to watch an ad after a certain amount of time being on here" part that isn't necessarily monetized, that doesn't actually pay the people any money, but it's just there. You have to watch an ad just because you've had a YouTube window open for X number of hours or whatever. There's those ads, which aren't the same as like insert ad here. So they're not getting paid for this ad that they have to have on their videos. But it's an ad with some lady talking about denouncing the very concept of gender identity and equating it to basically domestic violence. Taking some random scenario out of context that has absolutely nothing to do with like trans people in general and using that as proof to like, it was something about like boxing. Some lady lost a boxing match and was all like, I was overpowered because the lady that she was fighting was a trans woman. Or all of this like, oh, it's not fair. Well, if the trans woman had been on hormones long enough, which you are required to be before you can play under that class, like if you're a trans guy, you can only play as a guy if you transitioned using testosterone and you're equal to other guys. The same as if you're a trans woman. You have to take hormones and lose your advantage by having, stronger muscles or being, all of that. You have to be physically the equivalent of the people you're playing against. There's regulations to prevent it from being unfair. So when people say it's medically unfair and all of this shit, which is it's similar to when people say like, oh, you're lucky you get to be more manly than us real guys because you can just take steroids. That's not how it works. You got twice as much T in your system as me. I'm not trying to get, ripped or anything. And I'll never be, even half as manly as most men. I just want freaking male puberty. That stuff your body automatically did for you when you were a teenager. And I have to get it from a bottle when I'm 30. Like, seriously. You're the lucky one. Your body freaking makes the stuff. You don't have to pay $30 out of pocket or worry and stress that you're not gonna have it, It's like, it's like, trust me, trans guys have to work even harder. The only reason that the popular ones look so manly is because toxic masculinity has told them if they don't give 110% to the point where many of them drive themselves insane and end up with, like, you know, like, body image issues and all of that. But it's like, society says you've got to win at it, or else you're not, you know, taken seriously as your gender. So it's like, you know, but, like, seriously, 90% of us don't get that way, and just because a few that are famous, it's like, that's like assuming that every cis guy is a, you know, Calvin Klein model. Like, seriously. I'm a morbidly obese dude with the worst case of man boobs ever, and the voice of a little kid. Like, there's nothing manly about me other than, I guess, my soul and my brain. You know, so, like, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm probably a little manic. So, the point is, LGBT content, not safe. LGBT hate group inciting violence against LGBT people having any rights at all. Bathroom bill bullshit that's gonna get trans women frickin' murdered. Oh, that's totally acceptable. No, we'll even condone it, you know? But, hey, I'm a trans person and I exist. Think about the children, you know? Like, yeah, okay, Google, you could just fuck right off. I'm done. I mean, I still use YouTube because, like, how can I not? I'm, like, addicted to it. And that's the problem. Twitch is only for gaming content. And, like, it's all about streaming. And sometimes I don't have time to watch, like, a 3-hour long video. Sometimes I just want to watch, like, the little, like, short... Ah, crap. Probably was going the wrong way anyway. Sometimes I just want to watch, you know, short little, easily digestible videos of, like, various, you know, stuff. It's not necessarily gaming related, you know? And yeah, you can upload videos to Twitch, but nobody watches videos on Twitch. It's a streaming platform. We need something that can basically be what YouTube used to be back when YouTube was, like, a place for, like, free thought and all of that. It was, like, before it became all about popularity and the same stupid shit, which is, like, if I wanted mind-numbingly stupid, you know, society bullshit, like, prank videos and all of this, like, despicable bullshit, like, I can't even describe it, but you know what I mean. Like, if I wanted that kind of crap, I'd watch regular TV, you know? Like, the whole reason you watch YouTube is because you actually get some, like, good content. And then YouTube starts promoting all of the hateful, hurtful, utterly moronic bullshit. You know, it becomes a tabloid and scandals. You search trans stuff, and tabloids and scandals and cringe-shaming pages are perfectly fine. But, hey, this is my... Hey, I'm documenting my transition. You know, that is, like, totally flagged. Like, I'm just done. But it kind of sucks because after all of this time, I was kind of doing good on YouTube. I mean, okay, I'll rephrase that. I was doing less shitty on YouTube. you know, I can't exactly say I was doing good, because, you know, this is me we're talking about, but, like, I just have to start over, and, like, this is what I become. I become a pathetic, whiny crybaby. This is why I edit the shit out of my videos, so I can be slightly less awkward. So, I might have to stop this whole, like, online gaming, whatever thing. You know, I might have to not be a public personality because I can't make the switch. I could barely handle making videos, but being live all the time? Like, now you're seeing a raw, unedited, unfiltered me, and, like, yeah, that's just, like, nope. Oh, come on! Why won't you move? What the? Why won't you move straight? Why was I going? What the hell? Okay. What the? What? Why can't you just? Okay, it's something. Okay, let me make sure my keyboard isn't sticking. Okay. So now forward. Okay. I guess it was my key. What the? Okay. Maybe the game froze or something? No. Okay. I'm so confused. Okay, I guess it seems to be working now. What was that? Okay, now I'm hopping everywhere. Whatever. I guess maybe it's my keyboard. I did spill coffee on it the other day. And, like, it didn't... I don't think it got inside to, like, mess with the electronics. But, like, I think it dried, and now the keys are, like, sticky. So, anyway. Maybe that's a sign I should pay attention to what I'm doing instead of ranting. Oh, I thought I could get on that edge, but I guess there's no way to go down there anyway. I guess I do a little bit better when I shut up and play the game. I'm sorry, guys. I really do apologize. Anybody who happens to watch the VOD. Not that that will ever actually happen, but in case. I apologize for this crap. Let me just check something. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Restream was still working. And but I am still live. Let's see, how long have I been going for? Ooh, almost 2 hours. Cool. Alright, I can go a little bit longer because pizza's not here yet. When pizza arrives, I might stop. Or I might not. It depends. I may, if you don't mind me chewing in your ear, then I might eat a slice of pizza while I play. But eventually, if this person is buying me pizza, eventually I should interact with them instead of like, oh, thanks for the pizza. I'm gonna go back to my online friends because I like them more than you, but you just bought me pizza. Like, that's not really polite. Plus, I can computer anytime. IRL content with another human being is like rare. Because, like, me and socializing. Nope.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1,
Oh, sorry. Too much beer on an empty stomach. Ugh. Hold on a sec. I gotta get a drink of actual water. And my phone rings. Great. I don't recognize that number. I don't care if it's important. I am going to ignore it. Because I don't feel like muting my mic and talking to whoever that is. You know what? It's like 5:30 at night on a Friday. So, like, if it is some important, like, doctor's office, business, whatever, you know what? How about you call back during normal business hours? You know? Like, cause like maybe I'm just as like, work's over now. I don't want to deal with this. Like, if businesses can be like, I don't care if you need help, I don't want to talk to you now, then can't people be that way instead of like, cause like, you miss an important call or something, or you like, decide, no, I don't want to deal with this now, and then they're like, well, this important thing you need to deal with, like, you missed your opportunity and everything is all screwed up because you overlooked a detail, but they're like, you can't talk to us now because we're not open for business because our office is closed at X and such time. Well, what about the fact that maybe my brain isn't open for business right now because my ability to give a shit closes at like 2 in the afternoon on Fridays, Oh no, I'm doomed. Terror cannon. How am I gonna get up there? Plus, I think I'm out of ammo. Oh, the recoil is gonna kill me. Oh, hey. However you can beat the level if you're just cheesing it. It's like if you fail a certain number of times, the game takes pity on you and just lets you totally cheese the level. They're like, you've suffered enough, and you're too stupid to quit, so we'll put you out of your misery. Whatever. Whatever. Woo! Terror meter. Is this a thing I can do? No. Okay, so that was 3. Oh, I never did 2? I thought I did 2. We'll do it. Yeah, I did do. No, I'm remembering this level from before. I did forget to do it.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, sometimes button mashing does work. Only problem with button mashing is you often blow yourself up. Cool.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go.
Oh, come on. I know that rock is gonna fall on my head if I try to shoot it. Woo! We did it! Awesome.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go.
Oh, goodness. Sure. Whatever. Oops. Wrong can. Ah, beer. Oh, drinking all this beer on an empty stomach is making me nauseous. I hope the pizza gets here. Because the whole point was to have beer and pizza, but if I'm, like, drunk before the pizza gets here... Actually, I'm surprised that I'm feeling as drunk as I am. Like, 1.5 beers. Usually, beer does, like, nothing. And so I usually, like, pre-drink some vodka before I start drinking beer, so I'm drunk enough to thoroughly enjoy the taste of the beer. I know, that's pathetic, but whatever. Ooh, is this alcohol? Can I drink it? No. Ah, crap. So... There's that, but, like... I guess because I was forced to not drink for a while... Or maybe I'm just getting old, but, like... I actually felt something. Or maybe the problem is that... Because I always pre-drink, I don't realize that I feel stuff from the beer. But I mean, if I really, like, I'm drinking the beer now just because I really wanted a beer, but, like, if I really wanted to get drunk, trying to do that with beer is a waste of beer because it just takes so much.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Time bro.
Pacifist run. Ah, shoot! I was doing so good!
3, 2, 1, go, go, go.
Splat. I don't know. There's just something so satisfying. Even though you're dying and you're losing, there's just something so satisfying about splat and then you're raining organs. Like, it should be disgusting, but because it's so cartoony, it's just, like, funny and satisfying. I don't know. Because it's just comical that you, like, explode like that. I didn't hit any of them. Okay, I thought those bombs were like targeting us. I guess it was air support targeting the bad guys. Aw, crap! I was doing so good until I stepped on a landmine. Oh, God. That's pathetic. Hey, I'm having fun. I don't care if I suck at the game. I don't care if It's boring content. I am having a blast. I was so fucking stressed with all the bullshit and red tape I had to go through just to be me. It was like, oh god. I'm not asking for miracles, I just want to live a normal, happy, healthy life like everybody else gets to, you know? And so that kind of just sucked. And now to be like, I don't have to deal with this anymore. I can just live. It's just like, it's amazingly awesome, but it's almost kind of surreal. It's like, okay, my life isn't completely fucked up and going to shit. Now what? How do I be okay? I've never felt this before, you know? It's gonna take a bit to get used to the fact that things aren't complete shit anymore. Because now I kind of don't know what to do with myself. Which is sad. But that's how I feel. But it's good. Oh no! Ah, crap. Oh, can he like... Oh, he can kind of sort of fly jump. Okay. Ah, crap. Nobody showed up for my live stream, but then again, I didn't announce it. I should have, like, let people know I was going live. And plus, a lot of people are probably busy live streaming because, I mean, it's Friday night. It's probably a popular time. I'm probably like, I'll be so disappointed because I'll be like, oh, that person was live and I didn't get to watch it. But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, there's so many people I want to watch and they're all live at once. But then I also need time to, like, work on my own stuff and, like, time for me to be live. Like, so many times I'm like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna actually do something. I'm gonna go live. Because if I don't put out content, then, you know, people are gonna, like, stop following me or whatever. And then I go to, like, open Twitch so that I can live stream. And I'm like, ooh, blah 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 is live. I have to go watch them for the next 9 hours. And then when there's like 2 people that you really want to watch, they're both live, and you like split screen it and try to like follow both channels at once, and then you're realizing that you're not really paying attention to either of them because you're trying to watch both at once. Or like they're both playing the same game and they're playing it together, so like you mute one, but you have both windows open and you switch back and forth. That whole, I like this person, I like their content, I want them to succeed, so even though I don't feel like watching this particular stream because I would rather watch somebody else or I have to go live, I'll just mute it and leave it playing in the background so at least they have my view. Because I can't donate money, I can't subscribe, but at least I can donate a view. At least I can throw a few bits at somebody. Oh yeah, the other day, I watched one ad and I got 50 bits for one ad. That was amazing. Oh, and pro tip, if you ever run out of ads for the day, log out and log back in, and sometimes you can get more ads. I've become obsessed with farming bits. So, like, because cheering is, like, such an icebreaker. Like, if you want to be like, hi, I'm here, I support you, but you don't have anything relevant to say because you're, like, too drunk to be paying attention to whatever they're doing, you could just throw bits at them. as a way of saying like, "Hi, I'm here," without sounding like you're I don't know, bragging or something, or without sounding like you're all, notice me. You could still be like, notice me, but in a polite way. But then it's kind of like, here, I'll pay you a penny if you notice me. But I mean, I've got a kind of lonely life, and so like, I consider these people that like I watch them stream and like we talk and stuff because there actually is interaction. I like consider these people actual friends, you know? Because they've been there for me through like stuff, you know? So, and I mean, I don't have a real life. So like, yeah, it might seem annoying that I'm always talking about my personal problems with people that I don't really even know, and it should be like, well, isn't that too much information to be sharing with strangers? But it's like, well, hey, I don't really have a choice. I killed the dog, but then the barrel landed on my head. Oh, this is so stupid. Why am I doing this? And I expect people to watch my content. Ugh. Gotta stretch my fingers. And they're freezing up again. Literally. Oh, I hate my apartment. It's so cold. That's part of the reason why I drink so much. Just to feel warm, even if it's not really helping me. Ugh, I'm just gonna shake my fingers out for a bit. Well, this might be a long stream, and maybe I might get bored with this and decide to play something else. But, I'm just gonna keep streaming until the pizza shows up. So, because, like, what else am I gonna do but sit here and impatiently wait for pizza? I'm gonna annoyingly complain about the pizza not being here. I'm gonna throw a tantrum like a toddler because I don't have my pizza. Okay. Bacon on my pizza. Because no one can tell me I can't. In case you haven't figured out by now, I'm a diehard carnivore. But I literally think that some people are just genetically not suited to be, like, vegetarian or vegan. Like, that can work out really well for some people, and if that's your thing, sure. But don't act like it's the best thing in the universe and, like, everybody can do it, because for some people, it's just not healthy. They're, you know, and there's actually evidence to prove it lately that, like, where you genetically originate from and whatever can kind of, like, determine your profile, and some cultures devolve to eat more meat than others, and it's like me, I know that when I just don't feel healthy, you know, even if I'm getting technically enough protein, I need meat in my life. to be at my best. And plus, I just choose not to give it up because I love it and it's part of who I am. So, you know. It's like when people are like, well, that's bad for you. You shouldn't do it with something like alcohol or cigarettes. Like, I don't smoke, but like, oh, so what if it's bad for them? It's their choice. Just like it's your choice to be super healthy. Like, let them. Don't be like, you know, I don't know. Like telling somebody they can't drink or they can't smoke, or like making like sugared soda or something illegal. It's like put warning labels on stuff that yes, this stuff is super unhealthy. We've determined that. Okay, instead of banning it, put a warning label on it. You know, let people know that this is like bad, so that if they don't want the bad stuff, they don't have to have the bad stuff. But like, let them have some personal freedom to choose what they, you know, because there's so many ways people can like destroy themselves that like they're allowed to do because it's legal or what. So to be like we should ban sugared soft drinks in restaurants because they're so bad for people. Yeah, but you let people smoke and drink and, you know, do all kinds of crazy crap. It's like, let people decide for themselves. I'll be up in 5 minutes. I just pulled into the parking lot. Woo! Pizza's here! I don't know if I'll keep going. Or if I'll stop. I might keep going for just like a half an hour or so, and then eventually stop. So I'm just gonna... I'm still live, and I might stay live for a bit longer while I eat a slice of pizza. But I promise, whenever you're ready to do stuff, I'll stop. That sounds like a fair compromise. Well, she's getting her... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. You know, I'm sure she's gonna want to, like, take her coat off and relax and eat a slice of pizza and take a few minutes, and I'm sure she's not like, oh, we gotta play a board game and party and socialize this instant. You know, I'm sure whenever she's ready to have our party, we can party.
Mission failed. You can do it. Go! Rest in peace, bro. 3, 2, 1, go! Mission failed. Never give
up. Like, literal button mashing.
Make them pay.
Oops. Okay, guys, I guess the pizza's here. I'm still live. I'm still live. They can hear you. Yay, pizza. Pizza. Yeah, there's this place where we live called Steve's. If you're ever in Worcester, Massachusetts, go to Steve's Pizza. Place is amazing. Never had pizza until you've tried their pizza. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose, guys. Okay. So, we only got another few minutes to be live before I should, like, go do stuff. Just give me a slice so I can eat it while I'm finishing up. And then I promise we'll do stuff.
Rest in peace, Bravesters. You can do it. Come on, bros.
Oh, that pizza smells so good. I want pizza.
Mission failed. Bro harder.
Yay! Pizza's here! Woo! Pizza!
Mission failed.
Mmm. Mmm. Oh. So good. And yes, I'm gonna eat in front of you guys because I'm that rude. Haha, you can't have any of my pizza. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. It's so good. Seriously, best pizza ever. Bacon. Anytime you put bacon on a pizza, you've like won life. Like I might totally suck at Broforce and be like death looping and whatever, but like I've got bacon on my pizza, so life is good. You know, nothing can ever possibly be wrong in your life if you've got bacon on your pizza. Oh, This whole time, he's been right here. I could have won that level like 87 tries ago if I had realized that if I just went up that ladder, I would have killed Satan and got to the chopper. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, guys, so I guess this is actually a good stopping point. Maybe I might be on later, depending if I decide to watch other people stream. I'll try to do something maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends on how things go, but I guess as much as I don't want to stop streaming, pizza's here, so I guess getting wasted and stuffing my face with pizza takes priority over everything. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.